What you are about to see is not my normal type of video, but will be directed at the person you see on screen now. Jeremy Griggs, owner and founder of Geeks and Gamers. For 5 years myself, and longer others, have been waiting for games to appear on the network of channels. Finally, gaming did come about a year ago, but it was only video games. Recently, the network has broadened to include tabletop games, and this video will be addressing that channel, Geeks and Gamers Tabletop, and its new host.
If you don't like it, don't watch it.
Warning: Dungeons & Dragons contains material that is not suitable for children, people with heart conditions, weak-minded individuals, or anyone easily offended. If you are included in that list, then please stop watching this video now, for your own safety. Everyone else, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
Hello, Geeks and Gamers. It is I, Erudai, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. My first product line in terms of the videos and our first streams are going to be Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. And I did get a little pushback to that.
I wonder why a channel would get pushback on using 5th Edition D&D? Is it because the main principle of the network is against identity politics forced into entertainment?
All tabletop role-playing games and card games and miniature games, all those things are welcome there. If you are a 2nd edition purist, you can talk your heart out about 2nd edition.
Is this directed at me? I have been the main person, and often the only person, that has talked about Dungeons & Dragons on Geeks and Gamers Discord for nearly 6 years now, and this makes it seem as though you know who I am, because I have made plenty of videos and statements about 2nd edition.
Why 5th edition? Why have I decided that is the way to go? So I'm going to start with the practical reasons, and then I'll go into more of my moral, philosophical reasons. And the practical reasons are simply this. It's the current game. It's the biggest game. It's the most popular game. It's the most mainstream game. And it's the most suitable for normies. So there's just so many more tools available that makes it better as an entertainment medium. As far as being able to provide for our audience. And speaking of the audience is just bigger. People know the name D&D. Particularly normies. For us to be able to expand and reach the most people, we really need something with a broad appeal. So, say there was a creator you really liked. I don't know, pick somebody from Geeks and Gamers, Jeremy or Ryan or something, okay? And they've never played before. They're probably going to be more inclined to try it, and you're more likely to be able to see them play the game if it's easy to pick up and easy to learn.
Current, biggest, popular, mainstream, normies, entertainment? I am worried already. Dungeons & Dragons isn't for normies. It is the push for normies that allowed J.J. Abrams to destroy Star Trek and Star Wars. Also, how Dungeons & Dragons was destroyed in 2001 3rd edition came out as a completely bastardized product only connected by the logo to anything that had come before. Easy to pick up and learn? You mean like the free Wendy's RPG? The one that allows you to get bonuses for eating Wendy's food while playing? The game that would allow Krista and Novva to actually be a character that follows the sacred order of chicken nuggets? A simple game like that.
One thing that I notice, and one thing I really think is a big mistake that a lot of fans are doing in their communities, is doing exactly this. They're just retreating from the space. That's what they do to our games. They come in, they invade, they destroy the game, tear it apart, they take parts of it, mutate it, spit it out as some woke creature, and then they leave this like husk of a game behind when they're done. And we retreat every single time. Every single time we leave that space, we say, you know what, we're tired of this. All right, fine, here, take it, have it. So I just can't see a strong argument for abandoning a space entirely like that. And in fact, with D&D specifically, I think it's incredibly important that we stay. We need to be taking up space. We need to be having our voices heard. What is worse for us? Buying a book and Wizards of the Coast making a measly $20 off us after it's all said and done, or retreating from the space and letting the left have it and having to have nothing once again.
As Tonto said to the Lone Ranger, "What is this wee shit, white man? Dungeons and Dragons has been destroyed now for over 21 years. They don't want to hear what we have to say. Hasbro only hears the checks being cashed at the bank. 3rd, 4th, and 5th editions are no more Dungeons and Dragons than The Last of Us 2 is. By telling people to spend money on 5th edition is supporting the woke nonsense they promote. If you are interested something not woke, then stop opening your pork wallet to a company that has never made the product that the label stands for. You might as well be advocating that everyone go out and buy as many copies of High Republic comic, Last Jedi movie, and every last Disney Star Wars product that exists. Speak with your wallet and don't buy bad products, or products misrepresenting the intellectual property whose logo they carry." Nobody has retreated, they just stopped giving Hasbro attention for their crap products and stopped supporting them as they are not the product that is advertised. You went full shill. If you want Dungeons and Dragons and not promote the woke garbage, and not afraid of giving Hasbro any money, then go buy the older editions made before 2000 that are actual Dungeons and Dragons games. Send the message to Hasbro that people do not want this modern trash, and do not accept it as Dungeons and Dragons by buying older editions so those sales show on Hasbro earnings reports. Reject modernity. Embrace tradition.
I have ran a channel before. This is not my first rodeo. And I can tell you there is a huge difference in casting for these types of streams. When I would post for a D&D stream, I would get somewhere between 200 to 400 applications. When I would post for a Pathfinder or a Starfinder stream, I would get like a dozen. It just broadly expands the number of people you have available and people who are interested. And overall, we're going to be able to tell you a better story and reach a lot more people by playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. With D&D, they have what's called an open licensing agreement. What does that mean? That means we can actually make our own 5th edition content with the ideals that we believe in, just great storytelling and high fantasy, and we can sell it, we can monetize it. We can actually tell our own stories.
Hear the penny drops. This woke shell is not interested in the game that is Dungeons and Dragons. He is only interested in making some fanfic like Amazon did with Rings of Power, and selling them on DM's Guild. His own channel wasn't good enough to get any traction, so he is using Geeks and Gamers as a springboard to make his garbage 5th edition content. His nervousness throughout the whole video and how he appears to be intimidated when sitting alone looking at a camera to make the videos explains why he got no players for any other games, as he is a bad GM lacking the skills required to do the job. Don't even get me started on the story nonsense, as that is the woke line promoted by Hasbro. Dungeons and Dragons is a game. If you view it as anything else, you have already failed as a DM, as a grognard, and a gatekeeper that has not retreated. I say to you, pick a vowel.